Hello my beautiful people, welcome to my channel The Party Class. In today's video we are going to dive deep into certain terminologies used in general music. We're not going to talk about the 5 elements of Carnatic music, which is going to be an upcoming video, but this is like the 5 elements of music in general. So the 5 elements of Western music is melody, harmony, form, pitch and rhythm. So these are the 5 elements of Western music. So let's look at the first important element of Western music, which is rhythm. So rhythm, the best way to actually explain rhythm is your heartbeat. So your heart beats rhythmically, right? In medical terms, they call it as heartbeat arrhythmia. So that's how this word or the term rhythm itself came from. So rhythm means something that has a consistent or constant movement or motion. So as a result of that, it is producing some sound. Like let's say that I'm clapping my hands in a rhythmic pattern. So this is a rhythm. This is how your heart beats. Your heart beats, it has a rhythmic pattern, right? So this rhythm is very, very, very important in music. So technically they call the rhythm, the movement, the sound of the movement is called as the rhythm. We must never confuse between rhythm and beat. I will do a separate video on the difference between rhythm and beat in detail. But then just know that rhythm means, for example, let's say that I'm singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. So I covered 8 beats here. Let me repeat again. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. So I covered 8 beats here. So now let's look at this pattern, which is twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. So if you observe here, I have just used 4 beats for the entire line. The first set had 8 beats, but the second set has 4 beats. So do you guys find the difference between the first set and the second set? So the total number of beats, total number of counts is called as beats, and the change in the movement of the beats is called as rhythm. So the first one we had 8 beats and the rhythm was very slow paced, but then the second one was fast paced and at the same time the beat got decreased. So this is how you differentiate rhythm and beat. So basically, to understand rhythm, you don't even need to understand music or learn this term because it is naturally inside you. The reason why I'm telling this is when you listen to a song, when you listen to a fast-paced song, normally, naturally, your legs will start tapping or you'll start snapping your fingers, right? So this happens naturally in you. So it is not like something only musicians can feel or know. Even a common human being, normal human being can feel and observe rhythm. So the second element of music is called as melody. To explain melody, I can say that anything that is memorable, you don't even have to learn music, but then you will remember how the tune goes, right? You know how the tune goes. So that is called as melody. The tune is what we call as melody. The next element that we are going to talk about is called as the pitch. Even if you make a mistake in the note or the tune or displace the tune or the note, it's okay. But then one should never make the fundamental mistake with respect to pitch because pitch is very fundamental and very, very important. So to understand pitch, you would have heard terms like high pitch and low pitch, right? So to understand pitch, generally the high pitch, like ah, is the high pitch. The low pitch is low pitch. To understand this, the things that are large have the tendency to produce low pitched sounds. Let's say that you have a bell, a large bell or a church bell. So the sound that is produced from the bell is very bass, right? It's very low. For example, the sound that is from a bird, a small bird, It's very high frequency, like very high pitch sounds, right? Like kitch, 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 kitch sounds. So to summarize, things that are larger are capable of producing low or bass sounds, and things that are smaller are capable of producing high pitch sounds. So this high and low range, they call it as glissando in Western music. So the highest voice that I sang, like ah, is the highest voice. So this is called as the soprano voice, and ba is the bass voice. So although it sounds very funny, but this is how the high pitched and the low pitched voice sounds. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is harmony. So harmony is also similar to melody, but then it's like a supporting pitch that can accompany a melody. So chords, for example, you would have heard terms like chords while playing a piano or a guitar. So these chords, they are actually a subset of harmony. We will talk more about harmony in the future in the upcoming episodes, but for now just know that these chords are a subset of harmony. So basically you use harmony to accompany the melody. It's like supporting the melody. Melody is the tune, and harmony is something that is supporting the tune. The next and the final element of music that we're going to talk about is form. Form is something, the structure of composition. So how the composition is structured. Like for example, in Carnatic music, we have Pallavi, Anupallavi and Charanam, right? So likewise, in Western music, you have so many other things, like you have the symphony, you have the rock. So each and every composition that belongs to a particular set has a form to it, meaning it has a flow and structure to it. Like for example, in Carnatic music, like I mentioned, you have in the beginning it's Pallavi, and then the subset of Pallavi is Anupallavi, and then comes the Charanam. So there is minor tune changes to these sets. So this is called as the form in music, or in a composition, to be more precise. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys found this video informative, and these are the 5 elements of Western music. So next episode we will be seeing the 5 elements of Carnatic music. The reason why I'm giving introduction with respect to Western music is so you guys will know how to compare Western music and Carnatic music. So these 5 elements that I explained today with respect to Western music is quite similar to that of Carnatic music. So you guys will understand more when I'm teaching you the 5 elements of Carnatic music. So I will see you guys in the next video.